Is there an easier way to do this? Oh, yes. We're figuring this computer stuff out, guys. It's my first time ever trying this. Alright. I guess we can go ahead and get started, huh? Alright, so this is Corduroy by Don Freeman. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in a toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. Let me try to move myself out of the way as much as I can. There we go. All right. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever wanted to seem to want the small bear in green overalls. Then, one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said. "Look, there's that very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost his button to one of his shoulder straps." Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight I'll go and see if I can find it." Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto the escalator, and up he went. Could this be a mountain, he wondered? I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain. He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there, before his eyes, was the most amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas, and rows of beds. "This must be the place," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace." He wandered around admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep on a bed." And up he crawled onto the large, thick mattress. All at once he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button," he cried. And he tried to pick it up. But like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. He yanked and he pulled with both paws until, pop! Off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy tipped. Bang! Into a tall lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. That night watchman was going in his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. "Now, who in the world did that?" he exclaimed. "Somebody must be hiding around here." He flashed his light under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all, and there he saw two fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the covers. "Hello," he said. "How did you get upstairs?" The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store in the morning, and there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was that same little girl he'd seen only the day before. "I'm Lisa," she said, "and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home." Did I go too far? No, I didn't. "Shall I put him in a box for you?" the sales lady asked. "Oh, no, thank you," Lisa answered. and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her room. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like the enormous palace in the department store. "This must be home," he said. "I know I've always wanted a home." Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button onto his overalls. "I like the way you are," she said, "but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened." "You must be a friend," said Corduroy. "I've always wanted a friend." "Me too," said Lisa, and gave him a big hug. I think that's it, guys. We finished the first book. What do you guys think? Did you like it? I was reading Corduroy. Let me see if I can go back. This was the book we read today. Just finished. Hey, I appreciate it, Mr. Muffin. Took me a while to figure out this computer stuff, but I definitely had fun. We read just a quick little short story. Figured, try to bring some positivity, give something for the kids to watch, enjoy themselves. Welcome, Adam, Mr. Muffin. I think I want to start doing this regularly, at least once a week. If you guys have any more books or suggestions, kids' favorites, please share them. I'd be more than happy to read them. I'm not very familiar with kids' books from this generation, so I'm definitely needing help. It took me almost an hour just to figure out how to make all this work. So, all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to share this so that everybody can watch it who didn't get to watch me read it. Again, if you got any suggestions, please submit them. Mixer, Instagram, Twitter. No worries. So, like I said, guys, just stay home, stay healthy. We're going to beat this together, guys. We don't like bullies, right? So let's get through this. All right, guys, appreciate you stopping by. Again, like I said, I'll be doing this next week. Drop off your suggestions, and appreciate y'all. Peace.